special live show right here in South Carolina. A lot of energy. Now, we have some very special guests who are right here in the thick of this primary. Anika Noni Rose is here campaigning, as mentioned, for Elizabeth Warren. And as a reminder, she is the Tony-winning actor. She starred in the Oscar-winning film Dreamgirls, and many know her as the beloved voice of Princess Tiana in Disney's The Princess and the Frog. Classics. We're also joined now for the first time by Columbia's own Mook, a local rapper who has crowned himself the best rapper in South Carolina in a region known for music. And as the world eyes tomorrow's primary here, we have international journalist Niall Stanage, who has been out covering the race. On Fridays, we often ask who needs to fall back, and tonight we are fixing to fall back with this special panel. Who needs to fall back?
Lindsey Graham needs to fall back. Jamie Harrison, maybe making some room for health care for his constituents. He hasn't had a town hall in 3 years. He has no idea what these people want.
So he's not in touch with even going and talking to people who live here.
Not at all.
Mook, who needs to fall back, or what needs to fall back?
People need to fall back. And all the money that's going on with the politics, like, it's too much money going on. It almost made me feel like I need to be in the politics. But yeah, I just feel like, fall back from all the money that's going on so that, like, we can actually see who's trying to make a change.
Yeah, that's interesting because as many people know, hip-hop does celebrate success. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. But you're talking about the idea that people have billions and they're using it to, like, drown out other people's voices.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Niall, how about that?
I think superdelegates are who needs to fall back, all right, to be honest. I don't believe in this idea that the folks here who cast their votes should have their votes overtaken by other people who decide that they know better. That's not making an argument for any particular candidate.
Sure.
I just think the results need to stand.
What do you think about that? You were telling us all about why you support Warren earlier, but would you rather see her win with the will of the voters, or would you be comfortable with this idea that, oh, maybe at the convention, people who aren't accountable could change the outcome?
I would love for people to win with the will of the voters. If people had won with the will of the voters, we wouldn't be sitting under Trump right now. Simple. One vote, one person. We're working with a system that was built under slavery to make sure that slave owners could have the things that they wanted, and we're still doing the same things. It's got to change.
Now, I'm getting some applause for that here. Now, when the races get tight, we see process become paramount. We saw that with Clinton, Obama. Donald Trump was complaining about rules that it turned out benefited him because they round up in the Republican primary. Do you see this, depending on tomorrow's outcome, as a race that will get more involved in process?
I think it can do. It can definitely get into the weeds, particularly when getting into the weeds benefits one candidate or another. We see a lot of times candidates make arguments when it's in their benefit, as if they believe in this kind of overarching principle. And then when it's not in their benefit, the principle goes out the window.
And we've seen candidates, including Sanders, change their position on this very question about delegates.
We have. I think he's right now, personally. I think he was wrong back then when he argued that superdelegates should come in and perhaps take it away back then from Hillary Clinton. But right now, if he ends up with the plurality, or Vice President Biden or Senator Warren, that should be the nominee. I think it would divide the party if it's otherwise.
Yeah. Well, Mook, as you know, the only thing bigger than this red-blue divide in America is the North-South hip-hop divide. It seems like the South has been getting back in it. I'm curious, because we're so close with all these rappers coming out of North Carolina. Who else do you like there and your peers there?
In North Carolina?
Yeah.
J. Cole and DaBaby. Definitely, I like those two artists.
Are there any DaBaby fans here? One. What about Jeezy? Also one. Two if you count me. Shout out to everyone in North Carolina. J. Cole, Jeezy, DaBaby. Mook, your first-time guest here, a local artist. I appreciate you coming through.
Yeah, thank you.
Niall, I know that you've been out on the campaign trail and busy, and it's great to have you in more than one block, Anika, and thanks to everyone here. Hey, I'm Ari Melber from MSNBC. You can see more of our videos right here, or better yet, subscribe to our YouTube channel below. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and we appreciate that.